Bitcoin currently doing its best to say no to the bear market?
No.
But we've been looking at Bitcoin so long now that I've been accused of being a Bitcoin maximalist. I know. Not actually the worst insult now that I think about it. My stance remains the same, however. I will give greater attention to the alts when they deserve or warrant that attention. Being totally honest with you all, if I was to continually talk about a project that didn't do as well as Bitcoin, didn't go up as fast, or, let's be honest right now, fell faster than Bitcoin is, now I feel I feel stupid. What was the actual point of talking about it? Especially considering Bitcoin historically has not given you the best return on investments compared to many alts, but is, generally speaking, a safer bet. Just feels stupid to misjudge a situation like that. But let's take a look at the top 20 coins' performance over the last 6 months. Am I wrong in my assumptions? Spoiler? Maybe. This data is from Coin Codex. I actually am just looking at nothing, but it should be there. The top 20 coins' performance versus USD visualized. Leo is a visual error. It was actually sold at ICO at about $1, so it's not really moved at all. Chainlink was definitely worth talking about. 236% gains over 6 months, beating out Bitcoin. Absolutely should have talked about that more. My claim to fame is that I told people to strongly consider taking profits right at the all-time high, but there you go. But yes, definitely could have talked about this project more. Second best performer, though, was Bitcoin. Let's switch it up to the 3-month performance. Of course, not good. Losses all around, Tezos being the one to least fall. That might be in part attributed to the fact that it showed no gains on the 6-month time chart, or just so happens to be an unflattering timescale for it, but there it is. Bitcoin being the second least to fall. Change it to 1 month, and suddenly, many coins are outperforming Bitcoin. Biggest examples of which are IOTA, Chainlink, and Ethereum even. These gains are only more impressive in the face of Bitcoin's fall. Well done. Taking a look at the Bitcoin dominance shows this. The rapid descent upwards has stalled recently. Unfortunately, I don't think charting of this particular chart would prove all that useful. But in the face of this stalling dominance and alts outperforming Bitcoin, is it now stupid to be a maximalist? Well, you can be whatever you want. There's certainly far worse things that you could have a strong passion for. There is one chart that gives me huge pause when it comes to alts, however. It has done all year. That chart is a total crypto market cap. A flawed but somewhat useful indicator of what exactly is going on in the markets. Funnily enough, this thing looks exactly like the USD chart of Bitcoin does. This correlation shows the extreme dominance Bitcoin has over the total money supply. But the chart I actually wanted to overlay is the Bitcoin dominance charts over the crypto market cap. So this is Bitcoin dominance. Please excuse the scuffed presentation here. It's the easiest way for me to do it. So what we're looking at here, this chart on the bottom is the total crypto market cap. Up here is Bitcoin's dominance. Now there are a few interesting events looking at this. Total market cap dramatically falls, Bitcoin dominance increases. That means alts are paying a heavy price and are being hit the hardest. New money comes in, a lot of it goes straight into Bitcoin. And here just recently, total market cap dramatically drops, Bitcoin dominance shoots up. Again, alts paying the price for that. There has not been the case for alts that new money has entered the market and Bitcoin dominance has fallen. That has not happened of any significance for a while. The main reason alts have had gains currently is directly because the existing money in Bitcoin has come out of Bitcoin and gone into alts. What we saw in 2017 was the total opposite. You could have hundreds of millions of dollars enter the market, go straight into whatever altcoin project they chose, and dominance for Bitcoin, obviously as a result, would fall. This, in my mind, is a much healthier and more sustainable growth scenario for alts. Therefore, in my opinion, Bitcoin's domination continues to be very, very strong, even in the face of these gains. Now let me be clear so there is no confusion. I am not reveling in the situation. I am not trying to apply the hurt to altcoin bag holders at all. Not trying to sing you sweet nothings here. Just trying to be objective.
When the night has come and the land.
In an ideal world, I do believe that a market that has hundreds and hundreds of decent participants, decent is subjective, but there you go. I feel it'd be better that the market as a whole is doing better rather than just one coin. Is that an unpopular opinion? Anyway, that's what we saw all throughout 2017, and that was a great year. A lot of people aren't going to argue with that. It was actually a point of concern of mine about 4 or 5 months ago that this market rally was really only affecting Bitcoin, and that's not what we've seen before. Now, maybe you think that's completely justified. Maybe it is. Maybe you think it's unjustified. And maybe it is. It's not up to us to police people's investments decisions, thank goodness. But some of us will have to adapt to other people's decisions if we don't want to get wrecked. But I did not look at the performance versus BTC. Just USD, but for the most part, I think the final conclusion would be the same regardless. I could have also broadened my search to the top 100, but then you introduce strange pump and dump coins because of low liquidity, and it just feels a lot like gambling to reach that far down, so you can win big or you can lose it all. Same thing in the top 20, but I think far less of a risk. So ultimately, is it time to stop being a maximalist? You tell me.